who wants to be favored?
It's a secret ballot. You know, we're here to be resource for all the campaigns. I think it's great for Illinois that we're going to have a contested primary. We've got great people in the race. They're going to draw new volunteers. You can see here in the rain how many people are coming out to show their preference. So we're for all of them.
So what was the rationale for this? This looks like a big hit. Was this to try to energize the party?
Yeah, we need to get new people involved. You know, we got people like Mayor Giuliani, like Governor Romney, like Senator McKenna. They can bring new people into this party. A contested primary is going to give us a way to reach out. This is one way people can participate.
And the other thing is, it seems like the other thing going your way is that you have a dysfunctional Democratic Party, at least in Illinois, in terms of the budget process. To what extent does that give you an opening that you might not have otherwise? I listened this morning, these Senate candidates, I couldn't tell if they were running against Durbin or Blagojevich.
Well, they're going to run against Blagojevich. You know, the people elect people that lead. This governor's not leading. And if they're not leading, they got to change. So this party's going to be about change. It's going to be about differences. We're against tax increases. They were for many tax increases. So it does give an opening, and I think gives us a chance to get people excited.
Andy, it doesn't seem like the presidential candidates have taken this very serious.
Well, we didn't. This wasn't Iowa. We didn't say come here and spend $100,000. You know, they kind of buy their votes in Iowa. This was a volunteer event. Well, the people we wanted to invite were volunteers. If the candidates came, that's great. So we view it as a success because a lot of new people have come.
And what about the fact that poor John Cox can't even make it on this ballot?
Well, you know, listen, we got actually 2 people running for president in Illinois. I think there's probably 3 in Iowa, 4 in Wisconsin. You got to draw the line somewhere, and so we had to have some simple criteria.
And he did not meet the criteria.
The criteria was to have at least 5% in national polling or to have been a participant in one of the national debates.
He failed on both.
Correct.
So it's not personal.
Nothing personal. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
What is it about Rudy that you say that's who you're ready to take your plan?
Several things. One, he's a winner. I think if you can govern in New York, you can govern anywhere. He had a great record pre-9/11. He cut taxes by $9 billion. He cut the size of government by 20%. He cut crime in half. How he handled 9/11, I think the whole country knows how he handled that. And national, international security is unfortunately part of an agenda that a presidential candidate, a president, has to have. And I think he exemplifies strong leadership in that area. So, and I think he's invested in Illinois, unlike the other candidates. And his success in Illinois will bode well for Republicans in 08.
Tom, how serious an event is this, really? This whole straw poll.
Well, the straw poll is, you don't have the candidates themselves here, so the surrogates are here. But we certainly want to push each candidate. But without the candidates, it's kind of tough to take it to the level we'd like, but it is creating some interest, and I applaud Andy McKenna for doing this.
And not just the Senate race, but now that Danny Hastert's leaving, how about any thoughts of you being interested in that?
No, I like being the House Republican, and I enjoy what I do and enjoy being the state representative for the 84th district, and hopefully we'll continue to do that if the voters will let me.
So you're going to rule it out altogether?
Yeah,
I'm
not interested. I'm ruling it out. Very happy where I am.
And if you're very happy where you are, how come there's no progress, it doesn't appear over in there?
Well, if we had some Democrat leaders that could get their act together and their family wasn't as dysfunctional as it has been over the last 8 months, we would have a budget done. A complete lack of leadership on their part.
They claim that the Democrats were able to peel off Republicans to help them out, that it's because of your party that they're in this trouble.
I think the Democrats had January, February, March, April, and May to get a budget together. They control every branch of government. They didn't. They failed. And we're still here because they're fighting. And until they quit fighting and they quit keep the rhetoric at the level it is, we will not get a budget completed, and that's unfortunate.
So what the governor did, what do you say to that?
A unique approach. I'm not so sure he has the constitutional authority to shift money. He certainly has the ability to reduce. And constitutionally, you may not agree with it, but he has the right to do it. To shift is a whole new category, and no one believes that he can do that constitutionally. So, thank you all.
And our candidate for Secretary of State, Dan Rutherford. And our candidate for Treasurer, Christine O'Donnell. To show Illinois what Republicans are all about. So, let's start our program. I think we have these people on. She'll give Congressman from the 19th.
Well, thank you all for being here on a great Republican Day. It's good to have a party that's come together, unlike the party that had a picnic yesterday that can't do anything right and can't get anything together. We have had a pretty good spring as far as legislative action goes because the Democrats wanted to raise every kind of tax you could find. They wanted to raise a gross receipts tax. They wanted to raise income tax. They wanted to raise the sales tax, the generation tax, the payroll tax. All of that was defeated because of the leadership of the Senate under Frank Watson and Chris Radonio, and under the leadership of the House Republicans with people like Dan Brady's here today. So I want to thank all of those House and Senate members that are here.
I'll be coming straight from session right on over to the State Fair, but nonetheless, here we are. Frank is sorry he couldn't make it today, but I know he wanted us to introduce our senators that are here in the 59. He's here today, that's a good race for us. And Terry will views, you are the people that make it happen, not just for the party, and it is by getting some more Republicans in office. We need some partisan balance in this state, and we need it badly. If there's any question about that, just look at what went on during this last session. Even in our minority status, as Tom Cross referred to, look at what we were able to do. Fight off the GRT, fund our pensions the way they're supposed to be funded. And we actually were able to limit the growth of government. Now, what the governor's recently done has yet to pay out. But we are going to continue to fight the good fight on behalf of all the people of the state. Again, thank you. We have a lot of good candidates, not only on the state level, but the local level, and of course the national level. You'll be hearing from the presidential candidates or the representatives soon. So again, thanks for being here and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're not going to let a little rain dampen our spirits, are we? No! Thank you all for being here. This is a great opportunity for our party to come together, and I have no doubt there'll be none of us that'll be booed today the way that the Democrats boo their own leadership. We've got a lot to cheer about, don't we? Yeah! Absolutely. We have some great candidates running for president. You're going to be hearing from some of their representatives and actually some of the candidates. And I want to just say a big thanks to all of you for being here, for participating, for keeping our party strong. We have a lot to be proud of. We're soaring as a result of the Democrats in a great, huge decline. And we have a lot to be proud of, and we're going to continue to soar right through the next presidential campaign and through the congressional campaign. So thanks so much for all that you do. Thanks for being at Republican Day. This is going to be a great story for our party all over Illinois as it gets played out on these television stations and in the newspaper. Thanks, everybody.